Fuck yeah, motherfucker! Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back again for yet another week. Been a quick one this week. Just feels like I filmed one of these yesterday. So for once, I actually kept my word. Last week, I was going on and on about Realm Royale and predicted I would spend most of this week, if not all of this week, playing it. And it's pretty much what I stuck to exclusively. Yeah, I'm still just loving that game. It's just fun, easy to get into. Whether it's got the bots in it or not, that's still up for debate. So there was one game I posted the gameplay of where I got pretty much 4 kills in the first 30 to 45 seconds, it felt like, of the game. And yeah, the way they sort of acted, either really bad players or they're bots, but regardless, still having a great time in that game. Even got my friends into it without really talking to them directly about it. I know one's just sort of seen me playing and he's jumped on board, and another one's just doing it to try and piss me off by getting more Crown Royales, and he is not letting me forget about it. He reminds me every goddamn chance he gets, and especially when I was still just choking in those getting to the last two and just continuously choking. But I actually finally got the Crown Royale this week, and there is a story behind that made me extremely angry, because I'll put the footage here now that shows me winning, or proof of me actually winning and getting the victory. And now I'll show you footage now and that's how the game footage for the full game came through my Elgato, because it decided to shit itself. And the one game it decided to shit itself is the one game I actually goddamn won. And what's even worse is that it would have been a great, I felt like it would have been a very good video, because one, I finally got my first Crown Royale with the 6 kills in, or eliminations as they call it in that. I was absolutely went beast mode. At least 4, but I think 5 of my 6 eliminations were in the final 5. I just went bang, bang. I went through everyone right at the end. It was amazing. It was fantastic. And I got no footage. The second part of why I think it would have been great is because I was very salty and pissed off during it. All I did was complain, because the previous game would have been yesterday's video of where I choked beyond belief. It defies belief how I choked in that game. I had pretty sure I had 2 legendary weapons. I had the drop on the guy. He'd already got in a battle with someone, so he wasn't at full health. And somehow I just went and shit the bed like I usually do and got another 2nd place. And I was just furious. At the end of that video, I'm glad the webcam footage, because the Elgato was playing up in that gameplay as well, but not as bad as what it did in the following one, because the webcam footage seems to have frozen at the end. I saw this seeing me sitting there, which is pretty much what I was doing anyway after the choke job. But I was very close to flipping the table with the microphone on it. I was very close to throwing the controller through a window, and I was very close to just quitting and all that. But I forced myself to play an extra game, got in, had about a 2-3 minute break in between, got into the new game, decided to change it up because I was just over choking. I was just going on about how I was sick of choking. So usually go to Assassin, went to Warrior to change it up. Even got to a point where I had the choice of a sniper rifle. Normally go for it, but I'm not changing it up. Didn't go to sniper. But yeah, at the very start, got in a fight, got down to 2 health, had to run, and I was just bitching and moaning the whole way through, saying no point me playing this game. And then all of a sudden I get to the end and I got that Crown Royale, and fuck yeah, motherfucker! There's the footage to prove it yet again. I'm more than happy to show that over and over and over, because it was such a good feeling to finally get it. It's the only one I've got still. I haven't got another one since, but I haven't played too many games since. I've been real worn out and tired from work, as I keep making excuses. But getting back into it, and yeah, still getting the high rankings, still finishing around about top 5 every game most of the time. Had 2 really bad games, but it was more because I was stuffing around with overconfidence, trying to knife people at the start. And yeah, so that was my experience in Realm Royale this week. And other than that, I didn't play too much except for the brand new Battle Royale, Apex Legends. It's a game developed by Respawn, who created Titanfall and Titanfall 2, 2 great multiplayer games that I highly enjoy. Titanfall 2 has a fantastic single player campaign as well, but they're mostly known for the multiplayer, which are great, but Titanfall 2 was just thrown to the wolves. It was released between a Call of Duty and Battlefield a few years back, so not many people played it. It was very underrated, very underappreciated game that not many people played, but it was a very good game. So that's why this Apex Legends was a big, apparently there wasn't much talk about it. I hadn't heard about it until I checked Twitter, and they were like, oh, quick release of this Apex game and all that, so I thought I'd check it out. It's free to play, it's absolutely free, you don't have to pay anything for it. There are obviously payments in game, but yeah, free to download. So I thought, what the hell, I'll give it a try. And I've released a video on the channel. That was my first 3 games. That's all I've played as of now. I don't think my thoughts came across too great in the footage. I was probably a bit distracted by actually trying to play the game and figure it out, that it wasn't really verbalising my thoughts and yes, giving my proper impression. Probably sounded like it's been a lot harder on the game than what it's meant to be, because it looks very great, very nice moves, probably a bit slower than I was expecting, but very fluid movement and all that. A lot of things to learn and all that, but it is not a game I really see myself playing a lot of, because it is sort of the same reason as why I haven't even thought about playing Rainbow Six Siege lately, because it's such a team-based game, and we all know I like to just play the lone wolf. Even like in Call of Duty Team Deathmatch, you are in a team, but you can go around doing your own thing. This one seems to be very much a lot of communication needed in your 3-man squad, because basically the premise of the game is Battle Royale. You drop in, you're in squads of 3. There's, I don't think it's 100 players. I think it's up around about 80 actually. I think it's a bit less than 100. I haven't actually bothered checking what the full count is. No, there's normally 20 squads. So 23 to 6. So it must be 60. Yeah. So it must be 60 players. So that's even less. But yeah, and then there's just your general battle royale, but squads of 3, and there's a lot of communication. You can mark enemies, mark equipment, destinations, all this sort of stuff with your team. So being the lone type of warfare player I am, I got a bit lost. Still learning it, obviously, on the first few, but with it having to be the 3-man squads, I normally play solo. I only play 3-man squads with my mates on other ones, which I don't do very often anyway. That's still a big chore for me. So yeah, not having that solo option means I probably won't play much, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. I see that it's a great game, beautiful looking game. The gameplay, if I got used to the actual gameplay itself, would be very good, very smooth, as Respawn like to do. But being a team orientated type of game just means I'll give it another few games, and I'll give it another crack and all that, try a few different characters, but I just don't see me playing much of it. So I'll be going back to Realm Royale very quickly, and I'll be trying to get back in the Call of Duty this week if I can pull myself away from Realm Royale, because yeah, I need to get back. I mean, we're watching a lot of Optic Gaming stuff, Crim 6, this Optic Gaming themselves, their own channel, few Scumps, TPs, Blackout videos, and all that. So it's been giving me the taste and the itch to get back into Call of Duty. So I'll be doing that this week coming up. But so yeah, unlike last week where I said it was going to be a very short video and ended up being a 20-minute, probably the longest video I've done yet, I'm keeping this one short and sweet because yeah, Realm Royale has been my main all week. Played quite a few games, got the first Crown Royale, and then just had a one night in Apex where I played the 3 games to just give that a try out, brand new game, see what it was like. and don't think it's for me, so I'll be moving back to all my old original ones. And yeah, with that being said, let me know if you've played Apex down in the comments, what you think, and I'll see you all next week. Stalkystorm out.